Now we will solve 1.3 practice set 1.3 question number 3. Solve the following simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. So I have told you how to solve by Cramer's rule. We can have more practice of this Cramer's rule. We are going to follow 3 rules. First, we are going to see whether the given equation is in the standard form or not. Secondly, we are going to find out d, dx and dy, and then we are going to find out x by dx upon d and y by dy upon d. So we will solve all 6 examples which are given. So first example, 3x plus minus 4y equal to 10 and 4x plus 3y equal to 5. So that is the first example we have in our book. So first, these both equations are in the standard form, so not necessary to make any change. We will now find out d. For d, this is a, this is b, this is c and this is d. So for finding d, we are going to write in a serially 3 minus 4, c is 4 and d is 3. Followed? After that, what is the next step? We are going to find its value by which formula? AD minus BC. So AD minus BC will give you 3 into 3 minus BC means minus 4 into 4. So 3 3s are 9 minus, here it is minus 16. Positive number multiplied by negative number is always negative. So this 9 minus minus will become plus. So it will be 25. Followed? Then we are going to find out dx. For writing dx, what we are going to do? We are going to write the constant term first. As a method, you remember this 10 and 5, and then we are going to write down the coefficients of y. So minus 4 and 3. So AD minus BC will give you 10 into 3 minus 4 into 5. So 10 into 3 will be 30 minus 4 into 5 will be minus 20. So that will be 30 minus minus plus 20. So that will give you 50. Alright. So that is value of dx. Then you can find out the value of dy. For that you are going to consider coefficient of x first. So coefficient of x are 3 and 4, and then we are going to consider the constant terms 10 and 5. Followed? So what will be dy? Dy will be (3 into 5) minus 10 into 4. 3 into 5 minus 10 into 4. So that will be 15 minus 40. So it will be 25 minus 25, bigger number sign. So dy is minus 25. Dx, how much we got dx? 30 minus 20, 50 we have dx. And dy we have minus 25. So after getting these three, the next step is we are going to find out x and y by dx upon d as x. So dx is how much? 50. D is 25. So that will be 2. So x is equal to 2. and dy upon d is equal to minus 25 upon d is 25. So answer is minus 1. So answer for this solution set will be 2 and minus 1. So that is how you are going to solve the first example using Cramer's rule. Now the second example we are going to solve by Cramer's rule. Four x plus 3y minus 4, 4x plus 3y minus 4 equal to 0. And second is 6x is equal to 8 minus 5y. 8 minus 5y. So 4x plus 3y, first we are going to convert it into standard form, that is x term then y term is equal to 4. Followed? Then this we are going to consider 6x 5y on this side plus 5y is equal to 8. So that is the first step which is required for second equation, which is given in 1.3 third question. Then this is A, this is B, this is C and D. So we can use D as 4, 3, 6 and 5. So AD minus BC you will have 4 into 5 minus 3 into 6. 20 minus 18, that will give you 2. That is D. Then dx is equal to, here we are writing constant term first, that is 4, 8, and then we are writing coefficients of y, that is 3 and 5. So 4 into 5, constant terms are 4 and 8, coefficients of y are 3 and 5. So 4 into 5 minus 3 into 8. So 20 minus 24, so it will be minus 4. And dy, what we are going to do? For dy, we are writing coefficient of x first, which are 4 and 6. And then we are writing the constant terms 4 and 8. So 4 into 8 minus 4 into 6. 32 minus 24. So it is 8. So that is how we are going to find out d, dx and dy. Then x will be dx upon d. So that will be dx is how much? Minus 4. And d is how much? 2. So it will be minus 2. And y will be dy upon d. So dy is 8 and d is again 2. So it is 4. So answer is minus 2, 4. So that is how you are going to solve in 3 steps. First, making the equation in the standard form. If it is not given in the standard form, then find d, dx, dy. Dx upon d gives x, dy upon d gives y. Now sum number 3, x plus 2y equal to minus 1. 2x minus 3y equal to 12. X plus 2y equal to minus 1 and 2x minus 3y equal to 12. So this is given already in the standard form. So for our convenience or for our understanding, we are writing A, B, C and D. Then D we are going to write 1, 2, 2 minus 3. So value of D will be 1 into minus 3 minus 2 into 2. So minus 3 minus 4, that will give you minus 7 as a D. Then for finding dx, we are writing constant term first, minus 1 and 12, and then we are writing coefficients of y, that is 2 and minus 3. So So 1 into minus 1 dx will be minus 1 into minus 3 minus 2 into 12. So minus 1 into minus 3 will be plus 3 minus 24. So that will give you minus 21. So bigger number sign, subtraction, 3 minus 24 give you minus 21. Then dy, you are going to write coefficient of x first, which are 1 and 2. And then we are writing constant terms minus 1 and 12. So 1 into 12 minus 1 into 2. So 12 minus minus 2, that will give you 12 plus 2, that will give you 14. So d is minus 7, dx is minus 21 and dy is 14. So we will have x is equal to dx upon d, that is equal to dx is minus 21 upon d is minus 7. So that will give you 3. And y is equal to dy upon d. So dy is 14 and d is again minus 7. So answer will be minus 2. So the solution set is 3 minus 2. Followed all of you? So this is the third sum. Everywhere the method is same. For convenience or as a method, we are going to consider the sequence of coefficients in the determinants for dx and dy. Constant term first, coefficient of y, coefficient of x, constant terms. For convenience, we are writing this or considering this. Otherwise, there is a formula which is given in between the pages, but that we will see afterwards. For solving example, this is quite sufficient and easy also. Sum number 4, 6x minus 4y equal to minus 12. And second equation, 8x minus 3y is equal to minus 2. So here already the equations are given in the standard form. X term, y term is equal to constant term. So we are going to write directly d by considering a, b, c, d. So a is 6, b is 4, c is 8 and d is 3. D is 3. So A, B, C, D sequence you have to remember how to write. First A, then you write B horizontally, then write C and D again horizontally, one below each other. Then what will be D? AD minus BC, 6 into 3 minus 4 into 8. So 18 minus 32. So how much it will be? 32. That will be minus, we are getting some answer. 14. So it will be minus 14. Minus 32 plus 18 will give you minus 14. Then dx, we are writing constant term first. Whenever you have dx, consider constant term first, write one below the other. And then we are going to write the coefficients of y, which are minus 4 and minus 3. So again AD minus BC, minus 12 into minus 3 minus 4 into minus 2. So constant terms are minus 12 and minus 2, while the coefficients of y for x we are considering as minus 4 and minus 3. All terms are negative, so be careful. So minus 12 into minus 3 will be plus 36, minus sign, here will be 8. So 36 minus 8, how much will be? It will be 32. For D we have written 6, here we are going to take minus 4. So 6 minus 4, 8 and minus 3 you have to consider. So 6 into minus 3 you should take minus 4 into 8. Make some correction over here. 6 into minus 3 because B is minus 4 and D is minus 3. So 8 minus 3 minus 4, here you should write one below the other. So here will be minus 18 and here it will be minus 32. So minus 18 plus 32. So the answer will be how much? 32 minus 18. So that will be 14, but that will be plus 14. Plus 14. 6x minus 4y is equal to minus 12. 8x minus 3y equal to minus 2. So D will be 6 into minus 3 minus 4 into 8. So that will give you minus 32. Minus minus will become plus. 32 minus 18 will be 14. Correct. Dx we are going to write the constant term first. Minus 12 minus 2. And then we are going to write coefficient of y, which are minus 4 and minus 3. So minus 12 into minus 3 will be plus 36 minus 4 into minus 2 will be 8. 36 minus 8, how much it is? 32. 30. 36 minus 8, 28. So here 28 is the answer. 36 minus 8 will be 28. Then dy is equal to, we are going to write coefficient of y, constant term we have written first for dx. For dy we are going to write the coefficient of x first, 6 and 8. And then we are writing constant term which are minus 12 minus 2. So 6 into minus 2 minus 12 into 8. So 6 into minus 2 will be minus 12 minus 96. So minus 12 plus 96. How much it is? 96 minus 12. It is 84. Plus 84, bigger number sign. Then dx will be dx upon d. So x will be, dx is how much we are having? 28. And d is how much? 14. So we have x is equal to 2. Y is equal to dy upon d. So dy how much we have? 84. And here it is 14. So answer is 2 and 6. Answer is 2 and 6 as a solution set for question number 4. Then question number 5. 4n plus 6n is equal to 54. 3m plus 2n is equal to 28. So again it is given in the standard form, not necessary to make any change. Directly we can find out D by considering A, B, C and D. So 4, 6, 3, 2. Value will be 4 into 2 minus 6 into 3. So 8 minus 18, it will be minus 10. For dx, we are writing constant term first, 54, 28. And then we are going to write the coefficient of, now here not x and y are the variables, but m and n are variables. So first we are going to find out dm. For considering dm, we are going to consider constant term and coefficient of n. So 6 and 2. So what will be dm? 54 into 2 minus 28 into 6. So 54 2s are 108 minus 28 6s are 168. So it will be minus 168 minus 108 060. So answer is 60 minus 60. Then dn we are going to find out. For dn, what we are going to write first? We are going to write first the coefficient of m. So 4 and 3 are the coefficient of m, and then we are writing the constant term 54 and 28. So AD minus BC (112) minus 162. 28 4s are 112 minus 54 into 3 will be 162. So the answer will be minus 162 112 0. That will give you 50. But answer will be minus, bigger number sign. So minus 50, minus 60 and minus 10 are the three answers we got for D, dm and dn. So m is equal to dm upon d. So how much is dm? We have minus 60 upon minus 10. So it will give you 6. And n will be dn upon d. That will give you minus 50 upon minus 10. So that will give you plus 5. So answer or the solution set is 6 and 5. For some number 5, solve by simultaneous equation by Cramer's rule. Now the sixth sum I will write on board. 2x plus 3y equal to 2, comma, x minus y by 2 is equal to half. So here we can remove this fraction by multiplying whole equation by 2, and we can have that in the standard form as 2x minus y is equal to 1. Because when we multiply x by 2, we have 2x. When we multiply minus y by 2 by 2, then we 2 get cancelled, we have y. And when we multiply half by 2, 2 will get cancelled, you will get 1. Followed? So now we can find out the value of d. So this is A, B, C and D. So 2, 3, 2 minus 1. So 2 into minus 1 minus 3 into 2. So minus 2 minus 6. So that will give you minus 8. Then for dx we are writing the constant term first, that is 2 and 1. Then coefficient of y we are writing 3 and minus 1. So 2 into minus 1 minus 3 into 1. So minus 2 minus 3, that will give you minus 5. And the third, that is dy, you are getting. What we are going to write for dy first? Coefficient of x first, that is 2 and 2. And coefficient standard constant terms afterwards 2 and 1. So 2 into 1 minus 2 into 2. So 2 minus 4, that will give you minus 2. So x will be dx upon d. So that will give you minus 5 upon minus 8. Answer will be 5 by 8. And y will be dy upon d. So that will give you dy upon d. dy is minus 2 and d is minus 8. So answer is 1 upon 4. So solution set is 5 by 8, 1 upon 4. So that is the last sum. So that we have finished exercise 1.3. Now I think you have followed how to solve the sums by using Cramer's rule. This is compulsory asked for 2 marks in your exam. So be prepared for that. Or if you have any difficulty, you can ask.